Good day and welcome back to another Dbz Dokkan Metal video. So in this video I'm just going to talk to you guys a little bit about Dragonstones and just stone management, buying stones, things like that. It's not so much a tutorial as this is more just some tips and tricks and just a friendly discussion about buying Dragonstones and whether it's financially viable. So the first thing you need to realize about Dbz Dokkan Metal is that it has a very expensive microtransaction system. At least for me in the country I live in, it's almost borderline unaffordable. And due to these prices, a lot of the times I don't partake in spending. I don't have anything against buying Dragonstones. I'm a free-to-play player, but more by necessity rather than choice. I would love to buy stones. I absolutely, if I had the spare money, would spend money on some Dragonstones every now and then, because I think an extra couple summons are not a problem. I did buy the Peel-Off monthly pack, the 90 stone pack, once. So, I mean, yep, I am technically not free-to-play, 100%. But overall, these stone deals are just not affordable in Dbz Dokkan, at least from my perspective, from the group of players that I discussed the game with. Dbz Dokkan Metal stones are just grossly expensive. Now, when you are playing Dbz Dokkan Metal, it's very important to take note that buying stones can lead you into a situation where you begin to hunt cards. And the first tip that I really want to give people is that cards will come back. Buying stones is not going to guarantee you your card. It's not going to guarantee you the unit you want. It's not going to get you that Gogeta. At the most, buying stones gives you additional chances. And I think that kind of mindset you really need to keep when you are buying these stones. It doesn't matter sometimes how many extra stones you buy, you are going to eventually have a bad streak, you're going to have an unlucky day, and you're going to be unable to get that unit, and you're going to have look back and you're going to have spent a couple $100 on stones. Now, if you can afford to do that, there's nothing wrong with doing that, but it is very wary of players that they must keep in mind that they cannot just go out and drop on these specials. These specials are not frequent. I mean, you look at them on screen right now, you know, they're not massive specials, they're not huge savings. It's quite expensive to get a multi-summon. I mean, if I take a look here at my screen right now and roughly convert it, we're looking at, you know, $20, $30 to get a multi, you know, with specials. That's expensive. And I think, you know, from my perspective, having not spent too much on the game, the longer you play, the less you need to spend. I know that sounds really weird to say, but the longer you play, the less you need to spend. And I know for people who have just started the game, that's maybe not the thing they want to hear. Hey, I don't want to spend, you know, 2 years playing the game to be able to slow down on my spending. But just know that the cards will come back. Every card will come back. And that the more time you take, the bigger your box gets, the less prone you're going to be to spending. And just be wary of gross spending. But beyond the spending of stones and the buying of stones, there are ways for you to control the amount of stones you get. So firstly, one thing to just bring up quickly before we go through, you know, multiple methods and everything like that. When you are playing Dokkan, you get roughly 150 to 300 stones a month. We work it out over a year. Free-to-play players get anywhere between 3,000 to 4,000 Dragonstones. So just know that you will get, I mean, last month I was at no stones. And just in the space of a couple weeks, yeah, it's anniversary coming up, but I managed to get all the way up to 200 and something stones. It's not, if you play the game regularly, it's not hard to get a couple multis worth of stones. And that's the main thing. Sometimes you're going to have to skip banners. And when I say skip banners, I don't mean never summon on anything and only save for anniversary. But if a card comes out, let's say you don't like Garlic Jr., let's say you don't like Cooler, let's say you don't like Broly, you don't like, skip them. There's no meta, it's a PvE game. There's no PvP you're chasing, there's no leaderboard you're chasing. It's only personal pride or you wanting to accomplish things you want to accomplish. So if you don't need a unit or you don't like a unit, don't spend on them. Another thing that you're going to want to keep in mind, keep up with your missions. Things like the Nuking Challenge can hold a lot of stones. Some of the missions we're going through right here, some of these older, special missions, things like killing 1,000 Red Ribbon Army members, clearing the story quests, linking your data, clearing the daily challenges for medals. All these sort of things can drop 1 or 2 stones, and these do add up over time. When you're in a pinch or when you're 4 or 5 stones away, instead of buying 4 or 5 stones or waiting or missing out on your summons or a discount on the summons, go take a look at some of these older missions. You'll see that you'll probably have a couple stones left there that you can earn. And then we also have to look at regular sources of stones as well when we discuss stones. We need to take a look at things like Ultimate Clash, Chain Battle. These are regular occurring things that happen once every 3 or 4 weeks, pretty much once a month. Things like Ultimate Clash, they're 32 stones in total. And any player that's gotten to maybe 6 months in the game can probably clear Ultimate Clash to the point where they can get these 32 stones very regularly. And because of that, it's a welcomed source of stones. You take that, you multiply that over 12 months, you're looking at about 360 to 400 stones, especially when they run the special edition ones. You take Chain Battle drops, 14 stones. You multiply that by 12 months, you're looking at 160 stones. So right there between the two of them, you're looking at over 500 stones. Regular stones that are coming every single month. Obviously login bonuses, we're usually getting 1 to 2 stones a day. That's 60 in a month. That's another 600. You can count out all the stones. You easily get over 3,000 to 4,000. Easy A's are a great source. Everyone loves them. Go back through Easy A's. Look at your challenge list. Have you done all the missions? Have you cleared every stage? Have you done every one up to 30? Take a look at them. You might find there's 1 or 2 stones missing there. Maybe you can get someone's SA to 15. Maybe you can finish awakening that one character. And that'll net you 2 extra stones, 3 extra stones, and they all go together. Other big events that a lot of new players miss, we're looking at things like, the Hero Extermination events. A lot of players don't do them, they don't realize, but these stages each give you a stone. They've got missions that give you stones, the difficulties each give you a stone. There's well over 100 stones in each of these events. If you haven't done them, they're a great source of income, especially for new players. So yeah, there's plenty of ways for you as a new player or even a veteran player that's maybe, not so experienced to get as many stones as possible. Doing your dailies, increasing your rank, they net you a lot of stones. Every 20 levels after, rank 200 net you extra stones. And then extra stages for Dragon Ball History, the Goku event, SBR always come out, and those are great sources of stones as well. A lot of people will turn their heads up to things like SBR because it's 6 stones a stage, but that adds up. 60 stones is a full multi. And then of course everyone loves these, Boss Rush. If you haven't done Boss Rush, please go do Boss Rush. It is a great source of stones for new players. But yeah guys, basically this video is just a brief touch up on just the ways you can get stones. Don't always look at spending straight away. Look at those older missions, see if you can grab an extra 5 or 6 stones, reach your multi, and then save yourself a couple bucks. You might want those bucks during anniversary. I've got nothing against spending, but just make sure you spend wisely. Anniversary is a great time for spending stones. They run some super duper discounts and specials, and you'd rather have 5 or 10 bucks then during the anniversary than you would have 5 or 10 bucks now and drop it for an Android 17 LR banner. That's what I do. I always take a look at these specials and I really weigh up if I want to buy them. But from my side, that's going to be it from me guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. It's not so much a tutorial or anything, it's more just a touch up on how to just keep an eye on your stones and just a couple tips and tricks to top up that balance and really make sure that you are maintaining your stone balance and keeping yourself up to date with the content. But alright, cheers, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, stay safe, and bye!